Peggy 16.
The world might be waiting for Borderlands 3, but 2K Games is sort of wrapped up in some other projects right now. The latest and newest is Battleborn, a brand new game from the makers of Borderlands. It's looking pretty interesting, although information's pretty light.
Around the time that Borderlands, the pre-sequel was announced, we had the opportunity to speak to Gearbox, and they hinted that as much as they'd like to just keep making sequels to Borderlands, they had other things in mind, and key to that was the fact that Borderlands wouldn't have ever existed in the first place if they'd just been making sequels all the time. Brothers in Arms, for instance, probably would still be around today. So we knew then that they were clearly working on a new IP, and this is it, Battleborn. It looks to be an interesting mix of their own kind of background in FPS gaming, guns and what have you, but also a very heavy fantasy element.
Yeah, it's a bit of an interesting one, this. It's so for those who don't know anything about it, it's sort of an online-focused, almost MOBA-esque game, so that's Mobile Online Battle Arena game, which will have you controlling like a hero character, usually taking on minions and other such NPC characters in an attempt to take control of various parts of the map and areas. Now, that's a bit of a departure from, you know, Gearbox's regular style of games, but it's looking pretty interesting. I mean, the sort of detractor in me, the internet pundit, will sort of lay claim to this being a first-person League of Legends by way of Project Spark, but I think maybe it has a little bit more going for it than that.
We can definitely see that. I mean, Project Spark has a bit of a Lionhead influence in it, and that's definitely there as well. I'm seeing a bit of Pixar here too. I think what's interesting is we can sort of see there's at least maybe 5 hero characters, but there's also clearly some villain characters in here. It'd be interesting to see if those become playable. I think that might add an interesting new element to it, so it's not just a kind of wave after wave-a-thon, but actually a proper multiplayer experience.
Obviously, seeing some gameplay is going to be the make or break for Battleborn, and you know what? It's never wise to count Gearbox out. They're always a studio that's known for sort of surprising you when you least expect it. So, fingers crossed for Battleborn. It's coming out on Xbox One in 2015, and we can't wait to see more of it.